Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Everyone Can Do. Nope.
Blooper.
That goes in the gag reel, right? Hello friends, welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel. If today is your first time visiting with us, I want to extend you a very warm welcome and invite you to view any of our over 400 videos, as we are confident you're going to find something to enjoy and also useful for you. We have organized our videos in playlists for an easier way to find what you might be looking for. If you've been here before but you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe. If today is your birthday, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Nike. Alright friends, as we've discussed before, one of the difficulties in moving to an apartment is find a way to have a bench top or a place that I can work on for at least small projects that also will fit in the apartment without taking a lot of space. And we have a nice space to work here, out here, in front of our door. It is concrete, it's protected by the weather. Of course we have to clean it afterwards and we cannot leave it open. But still the problem is where we're going to work on. And clearly we cannot build a workbench here. But I found an item by WORX that's called the Pegasus workbench, and it is a table and sawhorse, a 2-in-1. And we're not going to bore you by showing you how to open a box. You all know how to open a box. So we're going to set it up and then we're going to show you what this thing can do. And I think this is a great solution for apartment dwellers that want to do a little bit of woodworking or repair work, etc. So stick with us and you're going to see today how you can create a temporary, easily collapsible or easily packed workspace, even if you live in a small apartment. Alright friends, and here it is out of the box. So as you can see, it is a rather compact design, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's very slim.
It will easily fit behind the door. I think we're going to keep it in our closet. What do you think?
We'll have to see where it fits best, but it shouldn't take up too much space.
I think the only thing is that you will have to probably clean it very well when you're done, right? So
if you're going to take it back inside, you'll want to wipe it down.
But it is, you can see it doesn't take a lot of space. It is stable. It stands by itself, right? That is not a problem. And it seems very well constructed. What do you think? I mean, it's plastic, but it has here on the channel, that is metal. So that feels really good actually. And we're going to open it and show you.
It has printed measurements on it.
Yeah.
Both metric and standard.
Right, because we're dual. We're metric and standard here. Alright, so we'll be right back once we open. So right now we have it open in the sawhorse configuration. And I think, stop. So let's open it together. It is a very simple operation. You simply grab it from both sides. And as you can see, it has a very positive lock. And if you want, it has this device here. So if you buy a second one, you can tie them together. And you can have a bigger surface, and that can happen in either direction, right? Can you see that? So it can be bigger here, or it can be bigger this direction. So far I'm very impressed with this. What do you think?
Yeah, and I like that there's a place if you have screws or nails or different things.
Right, in both sides.
You won't lose them.
And it is very positive actually.
And sturdy looking.
Right, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm putting my weight here. So let's go through the other details. Here are those, what you will call them, detents.
Almost like clips, but
yeah,
just little pressure buttons.
What allows you to collapse, and if you press it one time, there is one on each side. It allows you to collapse, and as you can see, one person can do it by themselves. You don't need to hold it down. and when it closes like that, it closes in the sawhorse configuration, and simply by lifting this, are you there? You close it completely. So I'm going to open it again.
Now, how do you make the sides kind of come in like they were before?
What do you mean? Oh, you just, all right, friends. It comes with two clamps, which is another positive thing when I saw online. And the clamp operates while it is on this, what do you call it? Track. Yes. And it can almost go the whole width of the table, which is really nice.
Pretty wide. It's, what is that, about 2 feet?
Well, 0 is here.
It's almost 2 feet. It's, yeah,
So 12 inches. Plus 7.
Yeah.
So it is 18, 19 inches. Totally extended. So that's a pretty good grip, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with the clamp stored. As you can see, the clamp is stored here, the other clamp. And it simply stays there. And the way you attach it is you have to put, I don't know if that's visible here. You know, it has this
like
special end.
Track tip thing.
Right, and you put it in first. And then you hold the trigger, and that rests there. And now you have the clamp that is attached to the table. I think that's pretty impressive. What do you think?
Yeah, that would allow for some pretty solid work.
I mean, you can clamp things here, and you can cut wood. You can, you can have it very positively. This to me is very impressive. I really like it.
Do you have to use the clamp in the track?
Yes, that's the only way that it will operate. But it also has dogs, and I don't know where the dogs are. Oh, here they are.
And it seems that you could flatten that.
Yeah. All right, so we're ready. So it comes with 4 dogs, 2 in this side and 2 in that side, and they look to be like standard dogs. And they go
like
here.
Cats to me.
No, they're called dogs, honey. And they can go in different spots here, so you can actually have positive stops if you need to for your wood. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16 positions that you can put the 4 dogs. We do have an airport close by, and in a very opportune time, an airplane has decided to come and land or take off. I don't know what it is doing. It's doing something. But anyway, I would love to buy another one. I don't think that Miss Wizard will let me buy another one. But I can see you can see the possibilities with this, don't you? But you won't let me buy another one.
It's a matter of space. This makes really good use of space, but I think 2 would be too much.
But I like the fact that they have engineered it to connect. Don't you think?
Sure.
I mean, and this is a...
It just begs you to buy another one.
It begs me. It doesn't beg you, clearly.
No.
So this to me is very impressive. What do you think?
Yeah. You could also put something underneath on that. I mean, it's not a shelf that could hold a lot of weight necessarily, but you could put something down there while you're working.
And when you have the dogs there, it closes with no difficulty. This is a good place to keep them stored. That's the other thing I like. Everything keeps stored. The clamps go here, you know, one on each side. So when you store it, you don't have to go and look for where things are. It is self-contained. It is a self-contained mechanism, right? So the Pegasus, I haven't used it on a project yet, but I can see the potential. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and it seems really well constructed, and they thought through the design so that it's easy to maneuver, and it's very functional.
And I didn't point it out, but you can enter from either way. In other words, the clamps can attach here is the same, or here. So that is another nice thing. The other thing I like is that the measurement scales here, we already said it is both metric and imperial, but there is a 0 in the middle of each scale, which makes it easy to find the middle of things, right? And it has a grid which allows you to align things, I think.
Yeah.
And also because they're measuring gradients in both sides here, it would be easy to put something straight and clamp it.
What is this about?
Well, those are the things you're not supposed to do, or the instructions on how to do it. One of the two, I don't know, I cannot see it. Can you see it?
Some of them are do not do, like don't stand on it, don't sit on it, don't put a really big anvil on it. It looks like that one. You know, how many anvils do you have around that you put on a table?
I don't have any anvils.
So the other ones are telling you how much weight it can hold in what configuration.
Yeah, which is very interesting because it says as a sawhorse, it can support 1,000 pounds. As a table or bench, it can support 300 pounds. And I don't know what that
And that's for the tray underneath, I think.
Oh, you're right, because the weight is on the tray.
Yeah.
And the tray can support 20 pounds. So it has some really useful things that they are imprinted here. Because it is plastic and I presume this is aluminum. What do you think? I don't know what it is.
Probably it's lightweight.
Yeah. It probably would be very easy to clean. And definitely as an apartment dweller, you want to clean it because you don't want to bring sawdust or anything in the apartment, right?
I don't.
But I think it will clean easy. I mean, what do you think of the finish? I mean, it has a very nice finish. It opens perfectly straight. Like if you put your hand here, there is no, you cannot feel any drop. It is perfectly straight. It creates a very nice straight surface. And the clamps, I really like the clamps, you know. I like that you can work from either side. I mean, there are a lot of positive things. And I really like this little system to attach two of them.
I think the big test would be, you know, when you're actually working on a project, how does it feel when you're using it? And then durability, like how long will it last if you take good care of it?
Well, I think that's the key. If you don't take care of it, a plastic thing will not last long. I mean, if you just throw it out, it will break. You know what I mean? It's like, but it does look like it's well built, don't you think?
Yeah.
I like there are reinforcements here that they are metal. There are reinforcements here that they are metal. So there are a lot. It is not all plastic. There are metal reinforcements throughout the device. Well, all right, friends. So this is my solution to start doing small projects, the WORX PEGASUS. It is a $100 mobile solution for, you can do woodworking, you can do all kinds of projects on this, I think. Don't you agree with it? I think in the beginning, if we paint anything, I would like it protected because I really like this finish. And I like how well defined everything is, right? And I think 300 pounds, I don't think we'll ever build anything that's heavier than 300 pounds.
I don't think so.
So it seems plenty strong for what we want. I wonder if you combine two, does that double the weight carrying capacity? Like does it make it 600 pounds?
Each could hold 300.
Right, but I mean if they're connected, you can put something that's 600 pounds over the two areas. So
across the span, yes.
Yeah, so this is a very good design. The only thing I wish they have done different, I wish they had more dogs, but I guess they didn't have an area to do it. It comes with 4 dogs, and I think that's pretty decent. But in any case, is there anything I don't like about this thing? On first look, really not. I don't see anything I don't like. I like how the clamps not only come with it, but they stay here and they're under the surface. So if you clamp something, you don't have to worry about it, right? You won't lift it. Everything can stay flat, and I think a 27-inch clamp is a pretty good deal. And just buying 2 clamps, you will spend a pretty good penny. I mean, clamps are expensive. So having this with 2 clamps that span 27 inches, I think is a pretty remarkable thing. What?
I think we said 17 inches.
Did we? Well, it is 12 to 0. And then we said 7 more, right? So it's 19. Sorry, my bad. So it's not 27, it's 19 inches. Because the whole thing is 24 inches, right? 12 and 12.
Right.
But even that, I mean, to buy a clamp this dimension, let alone 2, you almost bought the whole tool. I really like this. I don't know. It's a little more than I expected. What do you think?
I didn't expect anything.
When you saw the box?
Well, I didn't really have any expectations, but I do think it is a, very workable and very convenient.
And I like that you can work from any direction, right? This is totally symmetrical, mirror image. What exists on the right exists on the left, or what exists on the left exists on the right. And you can work from this end or this end, that end or this end. I mean, it is really a very nicely designed piece of equipment. All right, friends, that brings us to the conclusion of today's episode. And hopefully very soon you're going to see this in action, right? We have a few little projects that we plan to show you in the very near future. So along with our jigsaw, which is the only cutting tool we have, and I'm going to put a card up here if you want to see that first look on that jigsaw. I think this will serve us very well for the projects we need to do here in the apartment. From the Garage Wizard and Mrs. Wizard, we want to wish you a great week. Share, like, subscribe and comment. Let us know what you want to see in the channel. And we are going to see you soon. Farewell.